If you are not disciplined, don't get into a relationship.
Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Lolo
And I'm Yassy. Today we are talking about relationships, what you should know before getting into a relationship.
Yeah. Okay, I know that when we say relationship, we are all thinking about boyfriend girlfriend relationship, but that's not the only relationship that we have. We have friendship relationship, we have neighborhood relationship, work relationship, we have romantic relationship, and what else?
Open relationship, casual,
Acquaintances.
But today we are going to base on the romantic relationship. Okay.
Then afterwards we talk about the neighborhood relationship, the work relationship, our friendship, and all that. This is how to keep our relationship healthy. So we're going to talk about how to keep our relationships healthy, tips on how to keep our relationship healthy.
So first and foremost, we have to be aware that if you are not disciplined, please don't get into a relationship. If you don't have self-discipline, don't get into a relationship. Someone is going to ask, what do you mean by discipline? Okay, some things you can't get yourself away from. Probably you can't be involved with the one person. Maybe when today you're with Jasmine, tomorrow you're with Yasmin. Yeah, that kind of thing. You have to learn to sit at one place. If you're with one lady, be with one lady. If you're with one guy, be with one guy. Avoid being here and there at the same time. Apart from the fact that you should avoid cheating, you should also be ready to make certain sacrifices for each other.
Relationship is full of
sacrifices. Certain things that sometimes you ask yourself, am I the one doing this for this person? Does the person deserve it so much? Yes. When it comes to romantic relationships, these are some of the things you need. And these things grooms you for marriage. Yeah. So you also have to be fond of each other. Learn to be fond of each other. Okay. This and many more are some of the things you have to know before getting into a relationship. You don't just get up and the person tells you, I'm in love with you, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you got a packs, then you jump into a relationship. Or you see him for the first time and saying, oh, he's good looking, he's this, he has a car. No. You yourself, you have to make sure that you are ready and, like I said earlier, disciplined before you get into a relationship. So before we get into the tips on how to keep our relationship, we also have to know what we should know before getting into the relationship. Before getting into the relationship. And the most important thing for me is that we have to know the health status of our partners. Okay, in terms of STIs, in terms of the blood groups, that's in the genotypes, and
especially the genotype.
Yes,
because it renders the child in a position whereby when the child comes out later, the child suffers from sickle cell and all those kind of diseases. So we need to check the genotype before we get into a serious relationship, or else it will affect you financially, and the child is also going to suffer. Yeah, we should keep that in mind.
Sometimes you don't plan to have a child, but it comes in the process. But still, you also have to know the blood group of your partner, so that in case of childbirth or something, you are still on the safe side. And then, regards to the STIs, we have to know our partner's status, whether in HIV, gonorrhea, so that if there are ways in which we will find solutions so that the other partner is also safe, we do it, because we want both sides to be healthy. Okay. So no, if you can't ask,
not even the mother and the father, when the lady and the man is affected and the lady gets infected too, when the lady gets pregnant, the child tends to get infected too, and the child is going to live with this infection for the rest of their life. You do like for your child to go through something like that. So let's be aware of this thing before we get into a serious relationship.
Okay. Yeah. So another thing we should know when it comes to the health is that there are certain things that sometimes maybe you say that what if he or she can't open up to me? If you know that you can't open up to each other, then you shouldn't have sex immediately you begin your relationship. You should be able to grow the confidence to be able to ask each other questions in order to be comfortable, because as you're having sex, you don't know if your partner has an infection, you don't know what is going on in the body. So you should be ready to ask questions, and you also have to be ready to answer them. so that both parties will be safe. Okay, so apart from the health, our second point is that we have to be able to mind our business, as in the use of our partner's phones. You have to agree from the beginning. Some partners don't have a problem if they go into each other's phones, but others have a big problem with it. So if from the beginning you have to be aware, okay, do not touch my phone, or why not, feel free to touch my phone. Mind your business. If he or she agrees, fine. If he doesn't, fine. Because there are instances where the person may not be cheating, but once you enter into his or her phone, he or she is not comfortable. Not that he or she doesn't love you, but he or she feels certain things should be kept private to themselves. So
Okay,
please
yes, I want
mind
to
your
ask
business.
something.
Yeah.
This I'm finding myself guilty. So if you're in a relationship, personally, I like to go through the phone. I don't know. So I'm asking, is it like a good thing or is it a bad thing not to go through his phone?
Well, like I
No.
said, you have to agree from the beginning. So you have that's where
Okay.
respect comes in. If he or she says that, okay, do not go into my phone, both of you have to understand. That's why from the beginning you have to know all this. Because if you get in deeper into the the relationship before all these start coming out, then you start having problems.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, if he says, please do not go into my phone, do not go into my phone.
Okay.
If he says, okay, feel free, you feel free.
Okay.
C'est bon?
So what's that?
Anyway, so please let's learn to mind our business. Okay, the next thing is that you have to respect yourself. Okay, respect yourself, respect your partner, set boundaries for yourselves, know your do's, know your don'ts. Don't just do things anyhow. Okay, if your man is a jealous type, your woman is a jealous person, know that, okay, my man says I don't like this, and respect it. Okay, the next point is that you don't have to be close-minded. Okay, don't think that what you know, that is all. Learn from each other in your romantic relationships. Okay, because some of the things that we find ourselves doing in our relationship may be wrong. Your partner may correct you that, my darling, this is wrong, don't go into it, this is the right way to go about it, and so on and so forth. Don't feel what you know alone is the best. And also, try hard in doing this. Try hard not to listen more to your friends. Listen more to your partner. Your friends will always give their opinions. They always bring up what they think. Family as well. But in a relationship where you have an aim in the future, especially headed for marriage or something, try as much as possible to listen more to your partner. Because in doing that, you are able to build it up. When you get married, you'll even be able to still listen to him. That's where respect comes in.
Wait, what if what my partner is saying doesn't it's not something positive?
Okay.
And maybe I'm seeing some red flags and I'm not feeling right about it. And my mom is telling me, if you're saying something like this, then just stay away. It's not a relationship that you're supposed to go into. So why should I still listen to my boyfriend? Because personally, maybe you know what is right or what is wrong. So what my boyfriend is saying, it doesn't make sense to me. It's not right. Why should I go for it?
Good. So like you said, you know what is right? So you are going to, when you are listening, you also have to weigh things. Okay. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't let the outside voice be more than your relationship's voice. You have to let the voice in your relationship be higher. If he in any way, like you said, he's wrong, you prompt him that, darling, I think this and this and this, that makes it good. But at the end of the day, you should have to learn to listen to each other.
Yeah, that's what relationship is about.
Yes, learn to listen to each other. Your friends will advise you, your family will advise you. At the end of the day, you pick the good ones out and drop the wrong ones.
Yes,
that is a relationship. So I hope I've answered you. Okay, so the next one is that we have to also keep trust in a relationship. Okay, there are some partners that like to keep friends. I'm an example. I like to keep friends a lot. Male, female, I like to keep friends. So if I'm in a relationship with someone and then he has told me that he's a very jealous person, and then he finds me most of the time around male friends, he's not going to be comfortable because of the fact that maybe he's a little bit insecure, or maybe because of my past story or something. So you have to find a way so that you keep that trust there. You can keep friends, but best introduce your friends to him or her That way he or she feels more comfortable,
Relaxed, yeah.
and more relaxed. But if you hide your friends, it will not be too good. So I think that with that, it's a bit dicey. But as much as possible, try to introduce your friends to your relationship, so that your partner, sorry, so that the trust will be there. And then I think
And with friendships, you should have close ones, the ones that your partner knows. Say, these are my friends that I'm with. And we have just friends, people that we don't normally relate with. It's good to keep friendships. So the ones that are really close to you, you introduce them to your partner. But the normal friends are high. So you should know how you relate with people. So your partner wouldn't be thinking, say, this person, yeah, do something with the person, then trust to be, lost. So yeah, so keep those close ones. Try to keep close friends rather than plenty friends with no, importance. Yeah.
so. Yes, these are some of the things that will help us maintain trust in our relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, especially when you are dealing with a jealous partner. So please, we have to find ways and means by which your partner is going to trust you, and you yourself to trust your partner as well. If you don't trust your partner, because maybe, like I said, I may be friendly, but that doesn't mean that the fact that I'm around someone means I'm cheating. It may be that I'm cheating, it may also mean that I'm not cheating. But first, you also have to learn to trust yourself and trust your partner, so that things will be more effective. And then the last point I will go into is that you have to learn to maintain independence. Okay, in as much as we are in a relationship for support, okay, but sometimes we come to be the ants, and just to come and get more when we are sometimes also supposed to bring. Okay, from the gift to the whatever. How often do you surprise your partner with something special to make him or her feel special? Get them gifts, surprise them. Okay, do something different. Okay, another point is that we should maintain independence. Okay, so in maintaining independence, let's try as much as possible to have our own sources of income. Okay, so that many of the things that we need, we'll be able to buy it. Then our partners will add up the rest. They may observe that, okay, my baby needs this, maybe my baby needs that, or okay, my baby has it, but let me add it up. Or my baby looks good in this, so let me buy it for him or her.
Like that thing really gives some kind of respect. Especially when to the ladies. Everything I'm trying to provide for myself. I'm working, do my own stuff. I'm not depending on my guy to buy me this, to buy me that. I'm taking care of myself. So there's no way he's going to talk to me anyhow. You get. So let's try to support each other, not expecting everything from the guy. We should also put in our norm.
So let's try as much as possible to maintain our independence. Okay, so I think that will be for the what to know before getting into a relationship.